All right, folks, this is a very special.
Yeah.
Should we just? Wow. All right. So,
Good
folks,
luck not keeping that. Because every inch of your body's going, gotta cut that, but I don't want to cut that.
You have arrived at the K.O.E. Nation.
welcome one and all to the K.O.E. Nation for a very long time coming spirits review of a very interesting batch of bookers. I am your King of Extreme, Phil K.O.E., the man of the hour, the man with the power, the man that makes the other podcast cower, the prince and potentate of the political parlance. And you can, of course, find me at K.O.E. Nation on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter. And I am joined this evening by my indomitable broadcast partner, the one, the only,
The 16-time Revolutionary Wrestling Podcast champion, blend master of ceremonies, quadruple distilled, non-chill filter, Tony fucking G. Find me on Linktree/Tony the Rod. That's all my socials, all my podcasts, all the things Tony fucking G. And where else would you rather be than here at the K.O.E. Nation for another wonderful spirits review of this beautiful Booker's whiskey.
Now, folks, there's been some frivolity involved with this. We've been trying to get this bottle reviewed.
Maybe if you splice both videos together, just like take parts of both and just like amalgam.
Because, Tony, for those who don't know, Tony and I tried to review this last year, WrestleMania weekend. And here we are this year of our Lord 2024, WrestleMania weekend again, attempting to get a review of this bottle again. Apparently, this is the bottle that will not be reviewed. This is Booker's 2014
started
edition.
like here. We're down. Like, we gotta get this done.
We got to get this done. So, Tony, how did you come across this bottle?
So I switched jobs after over 15 years, and after a few months of working with a new co-worker, I explained to him my love of whiskey and bourbon, and I told him all the high-end stuff and the harder stuff to find, and some of the stuff that's actually worth paying top dollar for. And I mentioned, I really enjoy Booker's. It's $100 a bottle, though. He's like, well, I've got a bottle of Booker's. And like, really? Do you like it? He's like, oh, no, it's worst shit I've ever had. I hate it. Don't like it, but I don't drink whiskey. Like, really? It's like, yeah, it's not my thing. So, a couple weeks later, he's like, hey, you know what? I got a bottle for you. Here you go. I'm never going to drink it. I've had a couple of shots out of it. Not my cup of tea. You've told me how much you like the stuff. Just take it off my hands, because I'll never drink it. And here it is. And he's had it for years. And this is the this is 7 years, 7 months, 13 days, batch number 2014-07, 64.45 ABV, 128.9 proof, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, Booker's. This is this does not have the kitchen table or pigskin batch quirky little.
Yeah, this is before any of that.
Yeah.
So this is old
There's wear
school.
and tear. There's no wax up here. This little fancy deal's gone. This is peeling off. The front literally says, and I quote, found this actually funny, Booker's. The whiskey in this package is the highest grade bourbon made by me here at Jim Beam. It is uncut and bottled straight from the barrel. My grandfather, Jim Beam, liked his whiskey from 6 to 8 years old.
Okay.
Does that say the same thing?
Kind of.
Probably, but better.
Like, it's slightly different phrasing.
See, now this is my other bottle, right? Like,
That's
and
from
there's not much.
2020.
Yeah, and there's not much left of that guy either. This one says the whiskey in this package is the highest grade of bourbon created by me. Here at Jim Beam, it is bottled, uncut, and unfiltered. My grandfather, Jim Beam,
Pretty close.
liked his whiskey from 6 to 8 years. Yeah, so essentially the same thing. But yeah, the packaging has changed slightly, but mostly it's true to type. This is one of those bourbons that you're going to pay $100 for the bottle. Every season, every year, the price isn't going to go up. It's not a unicorn. You're going to be able to get it, but it's going to be different every time you get it. We're talking about 2020 batch, a 2022, 2023. This is 2014. So we're talking literally drinking this now in 2024. This is a 10-year-old batch. This is April 6, 2024, when we are drinking this 2014 Booker's.
Yes, yes.
So this is interesting. This is fascinating, and everything I've had out of this bottle has been, I don't want to say vastly different from the other bottles I've had that you and I have accumulated, but there are definitely differences.
Ah, yes. All right, now T, let's take this bad boy up to the nose.
It is hot.
Fire.
Oh, man. God.
Peanuts.
As expected.
Almonds.
It's Beam Centauri, so it's going to be heavy on peanuts. 128.9 proof. Man, just shy of 130. Holy hell. This one's hot. It tingles.
You get nuttiness. You get a bit of caramel. A lot of nuttiness.
It's mostly nut. Like,
giggity. So,
it's mostly nut. It's not even like I've got a bag of toffee flavored peanuts upstairs, and this does remind me of that. A lot, actually. Not mostly because there's a sweetness to the nuts of this nose. But let's get in.
Slanjava.
Woo, that's hot. God, that's hot, but it's so damn
That's
good.
warm.
Oh,
Vanilla, caramel, oak, tobacco.
all that. Literally. And it doesn't hang around very long. Like, it's already gone. And at 128 proof, you would think that would all linger. But it knows its worth. It stays around just as long. It doesn't linger. It doesn't overstay its welcome.
True. God, that's great.
That's really nice. This is not for everybody. I understand why people
oiliness of popcorn butter.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is the consistency. It's got very thin legs. Very thin. It's so nice though. And at almost 130 proof. I can totally understand why this is something that's going to be very, very off-putting to people. But
after your first two drinks, you're not breathing fire.
No,
anymore.
it goes away. You get over it right away, and you're right into the flavors. It's still very heavy on the peanut, though. It's not toffee, but it is. What is the flavor? I didn't pour myself enough.
Sheesh, T.
Poured you way too much.
Oh, did you though?
Yep,
I'm enjoying this.
That's good. Glad to hear it. What is... Oh my god. I've made this comparison and I still have, for the life of me, not been able to pinpoint what it is. When you used to go into the grocery store and they had the candy display that you had dig up the chocolate stars or the chocolate covered peanuts or whatever, and you put them in the bag and you weigh it like it's produce. There were candy coated somethings, not chocolate, but it was like, it wasn't caramel, but it was caramel colored. It wasn't a hard candy, but it was coated. I wish I knew what the word is because that's what I get with this.
It's bringing back a very specific
Yes.
childhood grocery store memory.
Oh, it's very, very specific. Very specific.
Interesting. Well, Tony, we get to the very interesting part of this, the grading.
All right.
For those who don't know, we grade on a 5-star scale. 5 meaning you have to have it before you shuffle off this mortal coil. 0 meaning pass it on by. The K.O.E Nation has advised you well. So we're going to grade this as a bourbon. We're going to grade this as a whiskey. We're going to grade this as a cask-aged spirit. It's shelving, and for those new to the show, a secret 5th question. So, as a bourbon.
I don't know if that'll be applicable, but all right.
Hey, it's there.
All right.
As a bourbon, Tony, let me rip the band.
Go ahead.
Here.
Go ahead.
3.75.
As a bourbon, I've had several Bookers in my day now.
My day.
I'm actually going to give this 3.5 as a bourbon.
Really?
Yeah. Like there's something so very nostalgic and specific to my palate that this screams to. But with the high proof, it's not. It doesn't hurt it for me. I love the high proof, but in this case, the high proof does translate into something that's going to be very, very, very palate specific. This isn't going to appeal to an average bourbon drinker, even if they have had Bookers in the past. I feel like this specific bottling, this one might be something they're not like over the moon about.
Interesting. This is one of the better Bookers I've had.
I enjoy it a lot. So let's talk whiskey.
I'm gonna let you rip the Band-Aid off on that one.
As a whiskey, I'm going to give this 4 stars because that is delicious. Oh,
I'm gonna stick with 3.75.
no, 4.
As a whiskey. Well, give it time. Because while it's delicious, it's limited.
Yeah, that's the thing.
What would you don't cocktail with this?
No, but you could because this is a great backbone. Like to me, this screams. You want to do a stupid fucking. You want to pour whiskey into a half full Coke bottle? My God, this would fix Coca-Cola.
Well, okay, sure, yeah. I need to fix this Coca-Cola. Bookers,
But for real, come on.
No, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I do. It's a little funny. I'm gonna stick with 3.75.
You can take a warm, flat Coca-Cola that's half full in somebody's console. And you go, yeah, the Booker's 2014. Bam, drinkable.
I would maybe go to the store and, well, unfortunately, in Biden's America, spend $3 on a single bottle of Coca-Cola. So yeah, I guess you do have to recycle the fucking center console Coke now in Biden's America.
And 10-year-old bourbon.
Yeah, God almighty. Unfortunately, I'm not off. In about 10 months, people are going to be like, yeah, dude, you're way undervaluing it.
Damn
but
right.
As a cask-aged spirit, I'm going to give this 4 stars.
I'm going to go 3.5.
Okay, wow. You and
We're all over the board on this one, which I like.
Like this one is
this
art
and
cask aging.
Again,
it's all in the casking.
And I'm
for
usually
7 odd years.
a massive proof snob, 128.9. I love this. I do.
But
there's just like, okay, so yeah, you look at like a hidden treasure map, right?
Right.
And there's like that one corner ripped out. And you've got to spend the rest of the movie trying to find that corner to finish it, right?
Okay, Nicolas Cage.
There's a fucking corner missing here. And for whatever reason, that's what's like holding me back from rating it higher.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Now the shelving. Yeah, this is a top shelf just because of its oddity and its novelty now.
For sure.
And the secret fifth question: when this bottle runs empty, will you seek another one?
You can't, because this has been in this bottle for 10 years.
And I don't think any of I doubt you'd be able to retail one at all, or like
You'll
even
never.
secondary.
This is your only chance to review this. Is listening to us.
Yep.
So sorry.
No, I'm glad we got this chance to do it. So obviously, yes, if I had the chance, but it's never going to happen. It's kind of like saying that for a store pick. So, folks, as I'm known to say around here, all that being said, it was the whiskey so nice we had to review it twice, and one was actually usable. Folks, thank you for being here at the K.O.E Nation. I hope all of you make it back here. K.O.E Nation, YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Twitter-X, depending on your political persuasion. Happy, healthy, much the wiser. Raise a glass to yourselves. I'm signing it off and handing it out to my indomitable broadcast partner. And Tony, check this out.
Actually finish that. Wow, that's how much he likes this one. That's an endorsement. I'm gonna try to spread this out as far as I can now to see if we can keep that down. So the funny thing about this bottle, we were 10 years removed from high school when this went into the bottle, and we're about to celebrate our 20-year high school reunion. So this is a great representation of the evolution of our adulthood, if you will. I'm over the moon. I got to get my hands on this bottle. Love Booker's, everything. I've never had a bad Booker's. This is no exception. This is, again, what an oddity, but any chance you get to have an old school Booker's by any measure, take it. And if you see one on the shelf, don't fret at the price. It's probably going to be worth the squeeze. Catch you next time.